This is a discussion on doing charts. I'm doing the grade analysis on page 592. I've got this data highlighted here, and I want to do a pie chart. So I'm on here. This is highlighted. I click on Insert. When you have highlighted data here, you could either use the Quick Analysis tool, or if it says to Insert, I go to the Insert tab, or if it says Add. I am going to click inside here. This is the pie chart. I want to put this on a separate page, easier to read. I'm on the design, there's a format tab here. I click on move chart, I say new sheet, and I am going to call it grades pie. Say OK. And what we're going to do in step C, we want to apply styles, do a few things here. We're on the design tab here. This is style 7, you hover the mouse. It shows it in there. I want to change the title here. It's a generic one here. Easy way. You click on it, click inside the formula bar, and I type in press the enter key. Now I want to explode the B grade slice here, which is this red one here. You got the legend here. I click inside here once. I click a second time. I right click inside here. I'm going to say format data point, and it says point explosion. I hit the arrows or just type in 10%. It's pointing out. I don't want the legend. You do need one here. It has you doing future steps. You click on it, hit the delete key. It's gone now. Gonna do here, we're gonna customize this thing here with the data labels here. So what I want to do here, I want to put data labels in here. I click here, data labels here, and the text is saying it wants the percentage and the category name. If I click right on here, and then it goes into here with more options here. But I have this in here. I have these numbers in here. I want to change this where I have percentage and category name. I check off this, percentage, category name. It shows that there. I want to make it 20-point black. Easiest way to do this, you could do it in here. I go on home. And I make sure it's 20 black. So I have that done. Going to start our next chart here. I'm going to go back into the grade data sheet here. I can close that thing out. We're going to create a clustered bar chart. We're going to highlight A7 through D12. It's a random selection here, and we're going to create a bar chart. Insert. We click inside here, 2D bar chart. We're going to move the chart to a new page. We're going to call it students bar chart. Say OK. We've got that in there. We're going to apply the chart 5 style. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. Now I'm going to give it a click in here. Sample student test scores. I want the legend on the right side. I click on it. A lot of times you can just right click on here, format legend. It shows here, goes over here. Right, if you get something wrong, it means you selected the wrong item. Now, what I want to do, I want data labels on the outside end. I click inside here. Everything is highlighted. You get brackets around everything here. And then I can click inside the bucket here. That is formatting. That is more things here. I go over here, and you get that over there. What I want are the data labels on the outside end, which are the numbers. I could click on Add Chart Element here. Data labels. Outside end. Now I want to reverse the order. I want to put the first name at the top here. So what you're going to do, this is a little tricky. You click inside the box here. You got that here. I right click here. I say Format Axis. And all I do, it has axis options, text options in here. And I just check off categories in reverse order. That chart is done. I'm going to close this out. We're going to go to the next one here. I click on grades. And what we're doing here is a scatter chart. It shows a disbursement of grades. So it's E7 through F33, showing their attendance and their final average, where you can find a correlation here. I go to Insert. I click on over here. It has a bunch of them. This is the first one here. We're going to move this to a new page called Scatter Chart. We don't want a legend in here. For some reason, it didn't put a legend on here, so we lucked out here. I'm going to give this a name here. Attendance Final Average. Spelled correctly. Did that right. If I spelled something wrong, I can either click inside the formula bar or in here to edit. We want to add some axis titles so we know what each thing is here. I'm going to click inside here on the axis. Get a little rectangle around there. I right click here. I am going to click on Format Axis. That is not going to give me the title there. But if I click on this here, I say click on chart, I click on axis titles here. Primary horizontal. It says axis title. And I call this percentage of attendance. Hit the enter key. And I want to add a vertical one. Same thing. It says axis title here. And it's student final averages. Hit the enter key. What I want to do here, it's talking about discovering a few things in here. And you have to use help to do this. But with the vertical axis here, I'm going to click inside here. We want to get this thing more compressed because nobody gets more than 100, okay? So I'm just going to right click inside here. Click in here, right click. Format axis. It's showing it here. What I want to show for the maximum is 100, and I want to use the minimum. You can see things changing. 40, and it wants the major units of 10 there. I want the number not to have any decimal points there, display units there. I don't want to make it billions, that's for sure. I click on number down here, and where it says custom, I click on number, and then I make it 0. You can see how the chart is a little more dramatic. We're going to do the horizontal axis. I click inside here. We have everything highlighted there. Again, we want 40 min, 100 max. 40. Oops. So we've got that in there for the automatic units, okay? So that is the chart there. What we want to do here, we have to do a little bit of formatting. We want to make things bold. I can click inside here. I want to make it 12 point. 12. I could do a control B. I'm consolidating a couple of the steps towards the end, which is like the easy part. And then this, that is a 14 there, okay? So we've done that. That was step J. We want to put a parchment fill inside this here. I'm on the Format tab. I want to do the plot area. See where it shows chart title here? We click inside here. Plot area. I want to format it. I click on the bucket here. Fill. Picture or texture fill. I want parchment. And to do that here, I click inside here. You'll hold the mouse there. Parchment. I want a linear trend line. What we're going to do in here is a linear trend line. It sounds scary, but it really isn't. And to do that, I click inside here. I close that out if I want to see this a little bit more here. And I'm on the design tab here. I want to find a linear trend line. Add chart line here. Trend line. Linear. I'm not saying it's simple. You have to poke around and do things here. It's just doing things that are specific that will visualize the data you're trying to present. Keep saving your work, okay? We're going to go to the last one here. I want to talk about spark lines. And what it is here, I want to do spark lines chart here. This is step M. We're back on the grade sheet. And what we're going to do here, we're going to put little charts inside here. So the first thing I want to do is to click inside this cell here, okay? And then I go on to insert. And it says line here, spark lines group here, line. The data range is based on the 3 test scores. Highlight all of these. And the location range, what I could have done, I could have highlighted everything here, but watch this. I just delete this. I could take the mouse, drag it down. I say, okay. It's almost done. Sparkline color. Purple. And then I want to show the low points. And I'm in here. Marker color. Low point. And we could just choose a color. Didn't specify here. But those are the spark lines. You know how to do a footer. We have done several charts here. 4 of them.